Here, Just Stop Oil activists have disrupted the annual London Pride March as part of their campaign to stop new fossil fuel projects in the UK. The group had warned earlier in the week that it would protest against London Pride's sponsor, United Airlines. The Metropolitan Police arrested 7 protesters for public nuisance offences after they briefly stopped the floats on Piccadilly by blocking the road in front of a Coca-Cola truck. James Skeet is a spokesperson for Just Stop Oil and joins us now. Why is it up to you to decide who should or should not sponsor Pride events?
Hi, Caroline. Lovely to talk to you. Well, that's a very good question, and I think that basically there's two strands to this. Firstly, is disruption, and then there's dialogue. So we disrupted the London Pride March today, and now we're engaged in dialogue about some of the sort of more problematic sponsors that are funding Pride. And I think it's just important that we sort of remember the context that we're in at the moment. You know, we're in a critical climate emergency. Scientists are telling us, they're warning us it's code red for humanity, right? And at the same time, we have a government stoking culture wars against the LGBT community. But at the same time as that, we've also got these really high polluting industries that are causing this climate breakdown. Co-opting Pride, and they're utilizing it as a means of distracting us from the fact that, that they are facilitating social breakdown, and they're distracting us while waving a rainbow flag as though we won't notice. And so, the queer community within Just Stop Oil, we don't think that's acceptable. We want to reclaim Pride, and that's why we took the action that we did today.
Well, Pride itself is an event that sprang from protest. Do you think
Absolutely.
Your protest itself was more important than that of the wider LGBTQ plus community?
Well, yes. I mean, thank you for alluding to that. Yes. I mean, all the rights that we enjoy now as a queer community have been brought about through civil resistance and disruptive action like this. This is very much in the spirit of what Pride was originally founded to be. And so, we're calling on Pride to remember that spirit, in which it was founded, and to just respect the memory of all those that have fought and died to secure the rights that we now possess, whilst also taking the necessary steps to protect our community long into the future. And, and part of that is really sort of assessing, the ethical standpoint of allowing these high polluting industries that are facilitating social breakdown to sort of pinkwash themselves. I mean, I attended a Pride March in 2019. We had BAE Systems marching. We've had the Metropolitan Police marching in previous years, which are, reports have found to be institutionally homophobic and racist and sexist. So I think it's a relevant conversation that we need to be having.
Do you have any sense you might be losing public sympathy, that spectators, that participants might be tiring of your interventions at things like the Chelsea Flowers Show, sporting events like the cricket, now Pride?
Well, yes. I mean, that's been said an awful lot by to sort of the people that have gone before, particularly in gay rights. That would have been said about the people who were throwing bricks at Stonewall in 1969. That would have been said about Outrage and ACT UP and all of these civil resistance groups that managed to secure us the rights that we have today. Look, I appreciate that all of this is quite uncomfortable. Like, I don't enjoy this sort of disruptive action either. But unfortunately, this is how social change comes about. It's not a comfortable process for anyone. But ultimately, this is the queer community talking to itself. We are queer people, and we are, we're calling on Pride, because I know that there's lots of people who work in Pride who, are really passionate about Pride, about queer rights. But we need to sort of assess what our financial ties are and what our investments are.
James Skeet of Just Stop Oil, thank you.